Hi everyone, my name's Milksy, and this is my very first video on YouTube, so I'm very excited to be here. Yay! So this is digital drawing. I've been lurking on the YouTube artist community for years now. Maybe like since I was 16. Well, I'm 19 now, but 3 years. That's not too long, but it feels like forever to me. I've been watching people like Leilani Joy and Haley J. I've just admired them and their persistence in making YouTube videos because I've always wanted to try doing that, so this is my attempt, I guess, but I hope to continue to do more. I am mostly a traditional artist, but I've been kind of getting into digital stuff because I realize that it's kind of fun, and there are some things that make it quite a bit easier than traditional art. So actually right now this is a drawing that I had drawn by hand. I actually prefer drawing by hand and then scanning it, so I scanned this. I actually took a picture and putting it into Photoshop. So this is Photoshop CS6, and I color it with my Wacom, get ready for this, Bamboo Fun tablet. So if anyone's been in digital art and they use Wacoms, you know how old that thing is. The pen nib is like less than a millimeter, I swear to you. It is so small, but somehow it still has enough pressure sensitivity to let me draw. But the thing is, I actually don't prefer drawing on my tablet from the get-go. I prefer to draw by hand on paper first and then scan it in, as I said. It's just kind of too much for me. It doesn't feel as organic when I start drawing on the computer first. It doesn't just come out as nicely as I'd like to. So the thing is, when you do scan your images or take a photo of them, you've got to play around with your levels and your curves to make sure you don't have a bunch of like black spots from where you like spilled your coffee or all your eraser shavings all over it. I can probably do a tutorial later and give you some tips about how to reduce that, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad of a thing. Another thing is if you see those scary stories saying like pop-ups are if it scares you, but like I'm sorry, but it's kind of something that I like to listen to while I'm drawing. It's kind of like when people watch TV while they draw or listen to music while they draw. I just like listening to scary stories on the internet. It's quite fun. I'd recommend checking out some of the channels that you see for half a second. Or okay, yeah, they're pretty good. So I guess I can talk a little bit about the composition of this photo and where I got the idea from. This is my OC. His name is Maru. He is a little space boy, a very sexy space boy with his nipples out of his shirt. Look how sexy he is. Actually, the reason I kind of designed his outfit to be like that is like, oh, there's so many sexy female sci-fi girls that have such tight clothes on. It's so sexist. And I was like, I want to make a sexy space boy. I hope you like my voices. This is just how I talk sometimes. For my compositions, I get a lot of inspiration from photography, so I have like a little folder on my desktop filled with inspiration. I'd recommend for any artist to do this if they are ever in a rut for inspiration. You can just go visit your little inspiration folder on your computer, and there you go. There's all your ideas. The photo that I was going for, actually, it looks nothing like this. I just kind of wanted to draw a boy or someone like floating, and that's what I did. There he goes. Whee! I also kind of wanted a reflection, so I knew I wanted some kind of water thing going on. And there's me googling how to do things because I completely forgot. And I realized my composition looked kind of boring, so I decided that to make it cool, I have to tilt it, because tilting it makes things cool, right? And then circles. I love circles. I am a little circle whore. I love them so much. They're in like every piece I've done this year, I think. They're in everything. I guess that's why I kind of want to name him Maru, because Maru means circle in Japanese, which is actually my minor in my university. Yay! Now you know a bit about me. So, my process is just kind of throwing all the flats down and going in with my highlights and my shadows. Which is like, duh, that's kind of how you do things. But I just kind of throw, after throwing the colors down, you just kind of see how it goes from there. If you see, like, I started off with the maroon color, and then now there's like a blue on him. What I ended up doing is I made a layer on top of that, and I made it a clipping mask, which means that it only is going to affect the layer beneath it. And then I color over it with a different color and set the opacity and the blending so that it's very soft and just kind of blends together. So that's why there's a bit of yellow and then there's a little bit of blue. That's what I did. And I just kind of messed around with it till I felt like I liked the colors. And I try to incorporate that into the rest of the photo, as you'll see. When you see there's a bunch of different colors everywhere. And I'm, okay, very sorry about that part, very sorry. Maybe an epileptic warning, I should have said that, I'm sorry. But that's just me adjusting my levels. I'm never satisfied with my colors, and here I am adding colors everywhere to make myself be satisfied, which I never am. Actually, the colors are going to change in a bit, because I actually really did not end up liking the scheme that I had gone with. So it's going to end up being a bit more purple in about 5 seconds. You're going to be like, well, okay, it's probably another epileptic warning, like right here. It's going to go like flash, 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 flash. Oh, yep, sorry. Very sorry. I hope that's not too much that it like hurts your eyes or something. That's just, when I do that, I'm actually messing around with the hue and saturation layers, messing around with the blendings, more flashes. I'm sorry. They're part of the process. I can't cut them out. And I'm just trying to adjust them so I like the colors better. So this is me liking the colors better. It's more uniform this way. Just blues. And I guess right now what I'm doing is trying to emphasize the white. So I'm shading around, well, the white circle, shading around with that blue color. And those, what you saw me just do, that's another brush that I have. Those are just star brushes, because I want like a speckled paint effect. When you want it on paint, you just use like a toothbrush and just like splatter it across your image. And I want to do that for some splashy splashes. Ooh, fun. And more detailing and more highlights. So much fun. So cool. This is the liquefying tool because I can't get my proportions right. Liquefying tool is my best friend. I love it so much. But the reason you saw it was like different colors, because I had all these colors on a separate layer, because I like to have 50 layers of the same drawing. So I'm not one of those cool people who has their drawing on one layer and they just kind of go for it and they're just so great at painting. I am very indecisive, as I've said, I think. I'm never satisfied, so I'll have like 50 different layers, and there's just like the smallest difference between each layer. But it's just kind of how I work with things. Me trying to add a Gaussian blur effect. Kind of working. It's really little spotty. I also like adding these bright colors, so those are some bright colors to highlight. Really cool. I hope you're enjoying this. This is my first video. Welcome to the channel, guys. There'll be more of this. So just little details here and there. Fixing things up. Trying to add... I'm sorry. You'll probably see that a lot, so... I actually... All this stuff at the end, I don't think it ended up being in the final picture. But, as I said, it's just kind of how I go for it. More highlights, more highlights. I guess I kind of like rainbowy colors. This is where I got. And the drawing is almost done, guys. Oh, see, there's also splashes like orange. Colors are fun. Yeah, almost done. And I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I hope you stick around and see more, because I've enjoyed making this. It's fun to do. Hope you have a great day. You can check me out on Facebook and DeviantArt and Tumblr as Meltsy. It's fun. Be my friend. I'll be your friend. Let's collaborate. I'd love to collaborate. I can do traditional too. I'm fine. And there's the final picture. Yay! Thank you so much for watching.